Okay, so what I have here is I have half a chopped yellow onion, 5 ounces of brown sugar, 5 to 6 cloves of garlic, minced, 5 to 6 green onions. I also have here 3 tablespoons of sesame seed oil, 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds, 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flake, 1/2 teaspoon of minced ginger, and you can use the canned stuff on this because I normally don't keep just ginger in the house, so I have canned ginger, but don't use canned or the powder garlic. It just doesn't have the flavor impact that you're going to get with fresh garlic. And then to stay authentic, I have here 1 tablespoon of red pepper paste or gochujang. Okay, this right here is what will really give it that unique flavor. Okay, so prep all these items and then we'll get to cutting our meat. Alright, so once you have everything in place, we're going to go ahead and start working on the meat. So the meat that I like to use is flank steak. And I'm wearing a glove when I make bulgogi. You'll see why in a minute, and the reason why I wear the glove. But it's also a little bit clean. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this down the middle here. We'll get back to that in a minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut across the grain. Okay, the grain is running lengthwise with a piece of meat here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut across very thinly. This will create very tender pieces of meat when they cook. So what we're going to do is just, you want to cut them as thin as possible. It's good to use a sharp, long knife. I'm using a 10-inch chef knife. And as you can see, the grip that I'm using, okay, when you're holding your knife, you don't want to hold your knife like this, you don't want to hold your knife like this, and you definitely don't want to hold your knife back here.
Hey, Chef. What's up?
Not much. Okay, so now that we have our meat cut, and it's all here in the bowl, ready to go. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our green onions. We'll add the garlic, the onion, the brown sugar here, our sesame seed oil, the red pepper flake, the minced ginger, and the gochujang. Now all we have left is our sesame seeds. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a pan, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give them a quick roasting. Alright, so we have a hot pan here. What we're going to do is we're going to take our sesame seeds and just sprinkle them on. Keep them moving. You can hear them pop. You can just see them move a little bit. That's the oils inside being released. Let's turn the heat off. Keep them moving. Put our bowl here. And just go ahead and pour them right in over our meat here. Okay, the last thing we're going to add is we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of soy sauce. So 1 cup. Soy sauce. And just pour that right over. Alright, now that all our ingredients are put in our bowl, we're going to go ahead and mix them all together. The best tool for this is our hand. That's why I have the glove. Without the glove, your hand will be smelling like soy sauce and garlic and sesame seed oil for the next day. It might taste good, but it's not the best cologne. Okay, you have 3 pounds of bulgogi. What are you going to do? So what I like to do is I put mine in bags. I go ahead and fill each bag. I take a handful and put about so much in. Then to make sure portions are even, I weigh mine to about 200 grams. So let's see, a couple more pieces should do it. 200 grams. And then just do this until you've taken enough, and you can freeze these for up to a month without losing any type of flavor. Alright, once our pan is hot, we'll go ahead and take our bulgogi. So I'm making 2 servings here. Okay, so we take our bulgogi here, nice and hot, and then we'll add it here to a plate of rice. And there you have it, with a side of kimchi, bulgogi, and rice.